we have a new candidate for the worst film this year. God, I mean, I know what I was getting myself into, but I didn't expect it to be this bad, okay man? I mean, this movie is just painful to watch. Every aspect of this movie is bad. To me, there's no redeeming factor at all in this film. Oh, I'm talking about Snow White and the Huntsman, by the way. Directed by a noob director that I've never even heard of before. Snow White and the Huntsman is an attempt to re-image the classic story of Snow White. Okay, so I'm gonna assume everyone knows the original story, so I don't need to waste my time explaining the damn thing again. The supposedly twist in this version is the fact that Snow White teams up with the Huntsman, and together they instigate a rebellion against the evil queen and overthrow her and live happily ever after. And wouldn't you know, everything came out wrong. The movie doesn't make sense, the character was shit, it rips off other movies, and it was a downright boring film. Usually when I do this kind of review, I tend not to spoil the movie, but I'm gonna break that rule today. I am gonna save you from wasting your time and your money on that piece of shit. So prepare yourself for Snow Twilight. So the goddamn story starts with Snow White's mom seeing a rose in the middle of winter, and she said, "Oh, I wish my daughter was as strong as this rose," and then 3 droplets of blood drop on the snow, and then Snow White is born. I'm confused, and this is like only 10 minutes into the film. This entire prologue is narrated by some old guy, telling us everything that is happening on screen. So basically we see Snow White as a child, and she's this kind and strong leader according to the narrator. And this is one of the first part that the movie got wrong. What the fuck are you telling us? Show us why she's a strong leader, why she's a good leader, or some bullshit you're spewing out at this moment. It's the basic principle of show, don't tell. And the damn movie got that wrong in the first 5 minutes of the film. So then we fast forward a few months and Snow White's mom is dying. When she finally dies, the king, who is Snow White's dad, went into depression. "Oh, my wife is dead, I'm so fucking depressed." And then out of nowhere, a phantom army attacked. This entire phantom army is composed of glass dolls, which the king and his men just charge in and then shatter the damn thing to pieces. Well, that's fun. You can just pretty much go and download some clip of some asshole breaking glasses on YouTube. But to be fair, the scene was pretty well done. It's pretty much eye candy. So yeah, I'll give this a pass. So after they defeated the Phantom Army in less than 5 minutes, they found a carriage. Inside is a blonde-haired woman called Ravenna. Smitten by her beauty and the fact that he probably didn't born anything after his wife died, the king decided to marry her the next morning. What the fuck? Okay, I know this is based on a fairy tale and all, but can you please make it a little more believable than that? This is supposed to be like the dark gritty version, and then you just throw this fairy tale bullshit in our face. Did you got confused when you write this stuff or something? And what did you know? The moment they got married, she stabbed him in their beds. And then she went out the castle and then opened a gate for a bunch of army to come in and conquer the goddamn kingdom. This army is composed of human beings, by the way, and is led by her brother. So the entire garrison of men-at-arms and knights were defeated in less than an hour. And Snow White, who tried to escape, got caught. Now, Queen Ravenna, instead of acting like any sane monarch, decided to keep her alive and lock her in a dungeon. Why not just kill the bitch? So the movie skipped about a decade, and because we need to reinforce the fact that the queen is evil, the entire country turned to shit. Like literally. Rose go black, the tree dies, everything just went to shit after she came in because she is so unnaturally evil that even the ground dies. Okay. And then we got this weird scene where she skinny dips in milk. Milk that, by the way, flow out of the castle into the populace who drinks it. I'm not grabbing the metaphor or the religious symbol this is supposed to be, so what the fuck is going on? The scene was totally unnecessary. It's just like wanting to show off Charlize Theron being naked and try to make this movie look very gritty and stuff. And then we see Snow White played by Kristen Stewart. So the queen has been keeping young by stealing the soul of other women. So after she consumed some random person, she went to the mirror and asked the iconic question, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" And the mirror's like, "Yeah, that's Snow White bitch you kept alive. She's more beautiful than you now, yeah. You were stupid not to kill her off." And then they decide to add another dark twist into this, and the mirror's like, "Hey, look dude, if you want to stay young forever, you gotta eat her heart. Like, cannibal that shit." And the queen's like, "Oh, okay." So she sent her brother into the dungeon to retrieve Snow White. And this is where she broke out by using a piece of nail, slash his face, and then she just ran away. Okay, let me get this straight. You are sent to retrieve a valuable person, and you went by yourself. The guy went into Snow White's cell alone with no guards to back him up. Now, you're going to retrieve a VIP. I imagine you were going with about 6 other soldiers to make sure the bitch doesn't try to escape. And he just went in alone. I mean, it defies so much logic that it isn't funny. You can argue this is a fairy tale or something like that, but no, this is way beyond stupid. So Snow White ran out of the castle in all of the shaky cam glory. She jumps into the sewer and found herself at the edge of a cliff and dramatically jump off. And when I say dramatic, it's about this much. Okay, let me demonstrate. Okay, you guys see the height between my table and the floor? That's Snow White dramatic jump. So dramatic! I mean, the asshole making this movie can't make a decent dramatic scene. It's so laughable. How can you mess up something so simple? Now after that dramatic jump, she swims to shore safely. And wouldn't you know, the animal is helping her escape. Yes, the animals are helping her escape. Okay, there was a point I missed out a moment ago. In the prologue is that Snow White saved this little bird because his wing was broken, and as it grew up, it remembers her, and now the entire animal kingdom are plotting to help her escape. Now, she got out of the water, the 2 birds are there waiting, and there's a horse. So the white horse is there waiting for her, and so she rides the damn thing into the dark forest. Now, as she is about to enter the forest, the horse got stuck in mud and is slowly sinking. Snow White managed to make it across. She tries in vain to pull the horse to safety, but the horse keeps sinking. Eventually, it got loose and go free. I'm gonna give you a second to think about that. What does that remind you of? Maybe this image will help. Yes, the iconic scene from Never Ending Story somehow appeared in this movie. The shot, the atmosphere, the camera angle, everything is identical. Originality, what the fuck is that? Now it turns out there's nothing in the forest. The only thing it's had is LSD. The mushroom spew LSD, and Snow White took a big sniff of it and she started tripping the fuck out. She started saying some weird shit. She's going and then she got knocked unconscious because the LSD was too strong for her. And then we got to one of the dumbest part of the film, Charlize Theron flipping the fuck out. Now you see, after she learns that her brother let Snow White escape, she started freaking out bad. She's like, "Why did you do this? And I was laughing so bad at this scene. I was trying my best to keep my mouth shut, but I just can't. This scene was so bad. I mean, I have nothing against Charlize Theron, but I think this is the effect of bad writing. I mean, I think that the writer in this film just pretty much have a mindset of making a Saturday morning cartoon. Making someone scream and throw a fit doesn't make them scary, it makes them look stupid. Cersei Lannister from the Games of Thrones, now that's a scary woman. The way she is written, the way she is portrayed. She doesn't scream and throw a fit, well, she does once in a while when something dear to her is being threatened. But the main source of authority comes from the fact that she's a very calculating and very calm looking woman. It's scary. So in order to bring back Snow White, they must summon the help of Thor, Odin's son, protector of mankind. Ready to meet your fate, your destiny awaits. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Hemsworth is in this film, and after starring in The Avenger and Cabin in the Wood, he landed himself in this piece of shit. Now he's a rising star and this is okay. Let it be a lesson to never work with these assholes again. So the huntsman, who shall remain nameless for the rest of the movie, is a drunk emo because he lost his wife. So the queen's like, "If you bring back Snow White, I will bring your wife back from the dead." And he's like, "Oh, okay." So the huntsman leads her brother and some of the guard into the forest, and they quickly found Snow White. And after witnessing how beautiful Kristen Stewart is, he has a change of heart and destroyed the guard, and X the brother, who survived because the queen is healing him telepathically. So after a very short delivery of dialogues, which goes something like this. Oh, who are you? Why is the queen after you? You should know. You would have my sense to kill me. I don't know, so who are you? I'm not gonna tell you that. Bitch, just tell him who you are, okay man? Maybe he'll have an idea what the fuck to do with you. So basically the huntsman's now escorting Snow White out of the dark forest. So now since both of them are alone, the huntsman's now gonna teach Snow White the art of war. So what are we gonna get? It's gonna be her swinging a sword and the huntsman showing her how to do it, or it's gonna be like a Rocky montage. Unfortunately, we get about 60 seconds of the huntsman doing this. Okay, so you're a small girl, so basically what you gotta do is block with your left hand, stab with the right, block with the left, stab with the right. Okay, now you're ready to take on a kingdom. That's it. That's the only thing the huntsman teaches Snow White in this whole damn film. So after that pointless scene, they come across a troll living under a bridge. Now the huntsman tried in vain to fight the damn thing, but since he is a small, puny, weak human, the troll kicks his ass. And Snow White just ran up to the troll and go, ah! I'm not even kidding about it. She went up to the damn thing and go, ah! So it turns out that she's such a pure being of goodness, the troll stopped being bad and regret his action. And the troll's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go home now. And the huntsman's like, what the hell just happened? So after that they came across a village full of women who mutilated their own daughter so the queen won't consume them. And as they were resting, the brother attacked again. So after Snow White got a village burned down because of being there, they run across the dwarves. Nah, but that would be cool, right? If it was those dwarves that showed up, but it's not. It's Nick Frost and some other guy, some other British actor I don't recognize. And so the dwarf tag along because it's Princess Snow White and she's a being of pure goodness. And the only function that the dwarves serve beside comic relief is this. She is the one to restore balance to the force and to destroy the dark Sith Lord that rule the galaxy. This is not the movie you're looking for. This is not the droid you're looking for. Originality. I mean basically, the dwarf just went Obi-Wan on our asses. And then we come to the movie greatest sin.